Welcome to Coach Mel's Group Fitness. I am Coach Mel coming to you live from my studio in Harrington, Connecticut. Today we're going to focus on upper body strength. So the reason that I'm saying it that way is because we're really going to work hard on biceps, triceps, chest, and back. And I want you to try to work yourself to failure. Failure in the workout world sometimes is a good thing, which means you've stressed those muscles, you've maxed them out, you've done the most that you can do. So we're gonna do one move for each body part. We're gonna do the biceps and triceps together. Not together, we're gonna do each one, but in one set. And we're gonna go through that for 3 sets. Then we're gonna switch over and we're gonna do the chest and the back. And again, we'll do that for 3 sets. So let's just get things warmed up a little bit here first. Let's get a nice little reach and stretch across. We're just gonna really focus on warming up the upper body since that's what we're gonna be using. Reach, stretch across. Good. All right, we're gonna bring those arms up through the middle, pull down, squeezing in the back, pull down. Good. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together as you bring those elbows down. All right, now we're going to roll our hands out back. So from your thighs, push back and roll your thumbs in towards your thighs and out. You're going to feel that up in that tricep, warming up the tricep a little bit there. Good. And let's do a couple of nice big, bring it in and around, open, in and around, open. I'm just switching that top arm each time. Now I'm going to be using weights to do this. In order to reach failure, you probably do need to use weights. I picked 8 pounds, and I have a feeling there's a chance I will not make it through all the reps when we get to that 3rd and final set, and that's okay. All right, so we're gonna start with a good old standard curl. So if you have weights, pick them up. If not, you're just gonna do a squeeze, and we're gonna do 10 reps, and then we're gonna switch over to a tricep move. So on this, I'm gonna show you a little bit from an angle. Make sure that you're keeping that upper arm nice and still, and we're bringing it up and all the way down. Good old standard curl. Exhale on the up, standing nice and tall. Squeezing that bicep. Stop right before you get all the way up to your shoulder. Right there. That way you still have some tension there. 7, 8, I think, 9, and 10. All right, now we're going to switch over to tricep. But when we do it in this way, we need to make sure that we don't use that bicep again, because you could if you don't do it quite right. So let's bend and hinge. Pull those elbows right up to your shoulder, up to your ribs. And now we're just going to push back and then let them hang down. Don't bring them forward, or you're going to start using those biceps again. And we're letting those biceps rest while we're hitting the triceps. Good. Exhale. And in. Nice squeeze at the top. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, standing back up. Okay, we're gonna just rest for just a brief second. Now, technically, our biceps, we're resting because it was our triceps that were doing the work there. And I wanna give them just a little bit more of a rest before we go into our second set here. So again, we're gonna stand up nice and tall, keep those elbows nice and still. Here we go. Good. Big exhale on the up. Control in both directions. There's 5. We're going to go to 10. 6. Definitely getting harder. 7. 8. 9. That's side view. And 10. All right. We got to get back into that bent over hinge position to do the triceps again. So we're going to bend and hinge, little bend in the knees, weight in the heels, bring those elbows right up by your ribs. Hands are facing down, kick them back. Nice little squeeze when you get out back there. That's 3. Try to keep your body nice and still. 4. Elbows nice and still. 5. There's 6. 7. 8. 9. Woo! And 10. All right, come back up. I'm gonna give it just a 10-second little rest there. And we're gonna go into our last set with our biceps, and then we'll go right to those triceps. So get yourself set up, good form. Shoulders up, back, and down. Elbows are gonna stay nice and still. Here we go. Good. Make sure that your hands aren't gripping too hard on those weights. You want the biceps to be doing that work. Good. Nice and controlled. So you want to make sure that you're not swaying your body here. It's getting harder. You see it's I'm a little bit slower on the up. I got 2 more left. And last one. Now, that was a good weight for me because those last couple were really hard. I didn't completely get to failure where I couldn't do them, but they were definitely difficult. I didn't feel like I could do many more. Let's get back into the triceps. Get in that bent hinge position. Bring the elbows up. Let the hands come down and kick them back. 1, 2. Exhale on that out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Whew. Again, a good weight because there's a chance that I wasn't going to get many more of those done. All right. We're going to go down to the floor now to work our chest, and then we'll come back up to work the back. So we're going to start with a chest fly. All right, so on the fly, I'm going to kind of put myself at an angle. I'm going to do it without the weights just to show you first. First off, push that belly button into your spine into the mat. Hands are going to be out nice and wide, and we're going to bring them up over our chest. So you're really working on the outer portion of your chest. If you get sore, that's usually where you're going to feel it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 10 reps. Hands right up over your chest. Bring those hands out nice and wide. Push that low back into the mat. Exhale as you come up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring them down safely. All right, bring yourself up. We're going to do a row. We're going to get into that same bent and hinge position that we did for the triceps. We're going to start with those arms right down here in front, and we're going to row up. Squeeze through the center of your back and release. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together, like you're trying to get them to touch. Good. Weight is in your heels. Got 3 more here. Good. Come on up. All right. Break just a little bit as we get ready to go back down to the floor, back down to those chest flies. Bring yourself down, weights with you. Push that belly button into the mat, or belly button into the spine, spine into the mat. Hands up. Here we go. Bring them out nice and wide. Press that low back into the mat. Squeeze that outermost part of your chest as you're bringing that up. Good. Nice and controlled moves in both directions. Don't let those elbows touch the floor. We want to keep them off the floor. That transition is really where you're feeling those muscles engage to bring those weights back up. Get 2 more here. And last one. And bring them down. All right, roll yourself back up. We're going to switch over to do that narrow row. So weight in the heels, bend and hinge, and pull. Really squeeze in those shoulder blades. Keeping those elbows nice and close to the ribs as you're coming up. Weight in the heels. 2 more. All right, and resting. All right, we got 1 more set left. So we gotta do those flies first. So come on down to the floor. Roll yourself down. Again, that little bit of rest as we get ourselves into position. All right, we're gonna lift those hands right up over the chest. Push that low back into the mat. Make sure it's touching. And here we go. That's 4. And 5. Good, good. Keep good form. 6. Inhale as you're going down. 8. 9. And 10. All right, bring those weights down, bring yourself up. So again, a good weight, if I had gone heavier, if I went up to 10 pounds to do that, I probably would not have gotten through that final set because they definitely, it was definitely getting more difficult. All right, bend and hinge, last time for the back. Pull. Again, big exhale on the up. As you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, we got 5 more here. And 1. All right. So, on that one, I probably could have gone up in weight because even as I was doing that last set for that row, I felt like I could have kept going. I could have done more. So that's a good way to judge when it's time to change your weights. All right, when you're getting to the end, those last couple reps, especially in the last set, if you really feel like you could not have done, say, 2 or 3 more, that's a good weight for you to be at. But when you get to the point where you finish the end of that set and you're like, boy, I probably could have been 5 or 6 more, then it's probably time to go up in weights. Those were 8s that I was using, so the next time I do that, I'm probably going to use 10s, at least for that one move, because I felt like my other moves, I was at a good weight. So let's just do a quick little stretch. We don't want to just stop without giving those muscles a little bit of a stretch. So let's start out by bringing those hands down and back, reach them out a little bit, and squeeze those shoulder blades, open the chest. Good. Let's hold it there for a moment. Let's bring it around the front. Press those palms out, head down, separate the shoulder blades. All right, we're gonna bring that arm across the chest. We didn't do a lot of shoulder work, but this gets that shoulder, stretches that arm out. Other side. All right, let's bring that arm up. We're gonna bend it back, give a little tug on that elbow. This is definitely that nice tricep stretch. And let's bring it back on the other side. And let's bring those arms all the way down. All right, that is it for today's 10-minute tidbit. That was an upper body strength work where we did those 3 sets, biceps, triceps, we got the chest, and we got the back. So thank you so much for joining me. That can definitely be put together with a lower body 10-minute tidbit, and then you'd have a nice full body workout. If that's something you're interested in doing, go ahead and look on my YouTube channel. You will see some workouts that are just lower body as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching me on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'm up just over 600. I was really excited to see that. So I know that's not a lot for some people that have hundreds of thousands of viewers or subscribers, but I'm really excited about that. So thank you for everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't done so yet, press on my logo down there in the bottom corner and you can subscribe. So that is it for today. I hope to see you back here real soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.